Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm kind of between jobs really. Waiting for some parts to come in for the new Porsche to finish a video that I started and just ran into some things and needed some more parts. So waiting for those to come in before I post that video. And you know, I've been tackling a few things. I gave her a quick buff, nothing, I mean, it wasn't a very heavy buff. There's some like medium scratches in here, and I had like a really fine compound and like a finishing pad. But I took the molding off that goes right down the middle, and you can see, let me get up close, you can see it even more. This car was resprayed, and it looks like it might have been resprayed with like either a darker color paint or something, but either way it doesn't match. So I'm gonna put molding back on. But the molding was pretty bad on this before. There's some dents in here. Let's see if I can, you should be able to see them. There's one right there. And there's like a couple more down, little ones. I'm gonna see if I can try and get those out first. But yeah, I have some red molding that I'm gonna put. So it should blend with this red, the red molding that I got. It'll protect the door and it will cover up that line, but it won't just be like a black stripe down the middle. But I do like these pinstripes, so I'm gonna leave them. They're in good shape. So today's project is gonna be tackling the dash. So I bought this dash. I don't even know the company that I bought it from. I bought it on eBay. So right there, Coverlay. I bought it from Coverlay. Comes with some instructions, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna like throw it on and kind of test fit it. But these raised edges, pretty much all these edges are actually quite raised. Let's see if I can get you down there to see it, but they're all kind of raised, so you gotta cut all that off so it's a smooth transition, so you don't have like bumps in the cover. And yeah, I'll get that started and we'll see what happens. This cover, there's like a big gap here. I don't know if that's because something with this moving is causing like to scrunch up or whatnot, but I might have to take this off. We'll have to see. Maybe I'll take that off and put it on after the fact. Before even doing any of the shaving of like the high spots or anything, I can already see, I mean, it's actually a pretty decent fit. I mean, I don't know what people are complaining about. But I mean, you know, you're gonna have like this edge around here that obviously is gonna be noticeable. You have a little seam. I can see right here that like these edges, like there's a high spot right here where these cracks are pushing up. So I gotta figure something out with there. And then this doesn't quite line up. I'm not sure if that's because of the way my dash is warped or the Coverlay, but I'll have to play with that a little bit. Other than that, I mean, once everything's sitting down, I mean, it looks better than the cracked dash, and I think it's gonna do a good job. I'm gonna have to take, I think I'm gonna eventually put some heat into this, like not a lot of heat to like distort it, but put a little warmth into it with like a hair dryer or something. Just to like get everything to conform, but that doesn't really want to sit down. I'm guessing it's because of all these high spots and whatnot that are in there. So I'll pull this off, start shaving the high spots, and kind of address this high spot in my dash right there. I gotta figure out that. I guess I'll just kind of show you like a brief process that I'm doing. I'm just grabbing the knife, getting under the edge, and it's, you know, peeling up pretty nice. Alright guys, well, this is the final product before I put the skin on. As you can see, I had to take quite a bit off material off. Then I scuffed up around the edge of the part, that little cover. Scuffed up around all these holes. And that's where all the sealant's gonna go. Also, because I've dealt with a lot of adhesives, I know that surface prep does nothing but help the part stick. So I sand it all the way around where I'm gonna put this stuff. So basically I'm ready. I'll put a little thin bead of this on, and I gotta cut up a few pieces of cardboard to use as wedges to shove down in. So I'll kind of get that stuff set up, get this on, and once it's cured, I'll show you what it looks like. All right, well, I got some applied. Might have used too much, I don't know. It's okay if it squeezes out around the edges. Not worried about that. I also put like a thin layer where the bead was gonna be, just because I like putting adhesive on both surfaces. I just feel like it sticks a little better. But anyway, so here's the last look of what it looked like, and I'll get this shoved in there. All right, so this is what I got going on. I got some tape holding this side on, just holding this flush. I got some tape holding this side. This was bowing out, so I put some C-clamps on it with this, so it's kind of applying pressure along this whole ridge. Same with this. There was a gap here, not a big one, but I just added this contraption to hold it. You get a little cardboard in that one, just, you know, I shut the door on it so it's holding that in place. Cardboard shoved up in the top. I'm guessing this is gonna still be a little wavy. Not worried about that at all. There's a little gap here, but it's not gonna be perfect. So, especially where my dash was so warped, it's okay if it's not laying completely against my dash. We'll see how this thing does or doesn't fit in there, but I'll mod it the way that I think I need to get it to fit in there. This is actually a speaker cover. There was an option to have a speaker in the center there. Would be cool to add one, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. But we'll see. Maybe I'll change my mind. One of these little tabs broke. It actually was already loose, so it broke before I got it. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So all I do is I just put that in there. So it's kind of pinching it. Shut the door. It's not very tight in there. I mean, I can still move it around, but it's holding the plastic up. But either way, from the outside, this thing's gonna look a lot better. Well, the parts that I was waiting on to finish my other video came in, so I'll wrap up this dash video for you guys. Let's see how it came out with every little bit of jury rigging that I had. It's been about, I don't know, been about 20 hours that this stuff's been drying. So I think that's gonna be enough. I think they said it had to dry for 8 hours in the instructions, but it was cold out last night. I'll just make a pile that I probably won't take care of anyways. But it was cold out, so I don't wanna, I wanted to make sure it was as cured as it could be. A little bit of silicone hanging out, but I can peel that off. Allegedly, I mean, it's just crazy. It's silicone sealer, and they keep calling it adhesive, but if it holds, it holds. That's all I care about. It just seems so stretchy and loose, which, yes, I did say that, but it just seems so like stretchy that it seems so stretchy that it like wouldn't hold it, you know, like it might pull apart. But I'm sure that's probably helps with the expansion and make sure it doesn't warp the panel and whatnot. You know, it's able to move a little bit. So I'm just pulling out all my cardboard fixes, or fixings. All right. I mean, honestly, like, I'm sure there's some people that would be pretty unhappy with it. You know, like, oh, it doesn't look OEM. Well, I mean, you know, if you're used to, you know, knowing what these look like, it might not be like OEM. You know, you got this big seam around here. But, I mean, so far, I'm happy with it. We'll see what happens when I stick this thing on. This is the little cover, which if something doesn't fit right, then I'll be happy to just put like a, I don't know, like a screen over it or something. But, I mean, I really think I'm gonna be just fine with it. You know, I mean, like I said, this top right was broken anyways. You can see the gap. Yes, there's a gap there. Not really over here. I think that's either my dash from warping has shifted, or this wasn't 100% a perfect fit. But every vehicle is going to be different. So, I mean, so far I'm pretty happy with it. And, I mean, it really does match the contour pretty well for what it is. I gotta wash it really good and stuff. But I mean, check that out. Looking from the outside, it looks way better than it did before. So that was a quick little install on the Porsche 924 Dash that I installed. This was the Coverlay kit. They've been around for a while, considering I watched a video that was from the early 90s on how to install one of these. It was, I think it was a Motor Trend episode, and they brought in Coverlay, and they did one on like an old Dodge pickup. And it, you know, I just followed their instructions on how to do it. Pretty much match these ones. So they've been around for a while. I mean, I'd recommend them, honestly. I would highly recommend them, because unless you have a brand new or either a brand new dash or a dash that's been sitting in a vehicle that has not sat in the sun ever, I mean, this is about as close as you're gonna be able to get. What do you guys think? I mean, I'm happy with it. Like I said, there's that gap. Other than that, I'm happy with it. It looks almost like a brand new dash. But thanks for watching, guys. I got the parts in for the next video. I'm gonna go right into that, get those installed. Hopefully you'll hang around. I'll see you on the next video.